Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Monday afternoon. It's the 8th of May, 2023. And you, as always, are listening to the Big Show. Hoodie, J. Minogue, and Keyzie, you mad bastard, to take you through said afternoon. And Mogi, as always, my friend, looking sensational and sounding a bit healthier as well, mate.
Oh, mate, I'm on the up. You know, the cough started getting better, although, admittedly, yesterday I did punch my way through a few of the old darts, which has an effect, but pretty much brand new. Off the back of that illness, which I think may have been Black Plague.
Yeah,
wow. It just went on for so long. And I had a word to the doctor, and I said, I think it might have been Black Plague. And they said, well, I'm not sure about that. I said, can you rule it out? They said, no. I said, well, there you go.
Well, the only thing on that side, I mean, you are looking and sounding better. You did say you had a midnight steamer the other day.
Last night.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit.
We'll get into
bit later on. Keyzie, you're looking a bit dishevelled, mate. What's going on?
I look dishevelled. We all look friggin' dishevelled. Let's
we
just
look
say
hot.
that. Oh, you and Jay.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
No,
well, I just went out into the wider office there and actually got a compliment about the ginger in my beard. Oh, I like that ginger in your beard. I said, well, you don't have to take the piss, but cheers.
Well, where you've got ginger in your beard, I've got massive gaps in my beard. I'd rather have yours.
I would describe it as motley.
Yeah.
It's like your moustache, but on your beard.
Yeah, I describe it as sort of moth-eaten.
Oh, mine's moth-eaten.
Yeah.
You look like you've just come in here off the street.
It's funny because a woman passed me as I was walking into work today and went, hello.
Yeah.
And, so obviously...
Was she on the phone to someone?
I mean, I don't feel great. I don't feel great about it myself, but, you can't
and this is
decide
all
what other
because
people
we're growing
feel.
goatees for the goat,
Yes,
which we're going to get into that later on as well. So
Yes,
it's going to be heinous. We're going to be looking pretty grim for quite a while.
Oh, it's horrific, all right. But as always, this time of the day, we love to know where are you listening to the show. Most importantly, what are you wearing today, and what's your facial hair like? Text us 3483, and let's have a bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 7 minutes past 4 o'clock. Great to have your company wherever you are in this great nation of ours. What are the people saying, fellas, on 3483?
Wearing my backbone fanny pack.
Oh.
I didn't know we had those.
No, neither did I.
Containing durries and a cricket baggie up in Warkworth. Thanks, that's Liam. G'day, guys. Josh and Bo listening here in the mighty Greymouth, wearing our neon green work overalls, doing the mahi to get the treats.
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
So good,
Massive
eh?
backbones.
G'day, you absolute nose bones. $5 pug.
Yeah.
Dressed as a starfish, trying to tie down one of the Mouraki boulders as my new house. Thanks, that's from Shaggy.
Just on the snoz front, we've got a bit of a development on that, but we'll tell you maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday what's happening with it.
Good tease.
There's been some real developments on that front, and hopefully we can get the situation resolved one way or t'other.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Okay.
Now, listen, also, you know that we're in the process of growing goatees at the moment, and I can tell you all three of us are hating it. And can I just add, from a personal point of view, as is my wife, she hates hair of any description. You got to think about, like in my house, Terry, waxed completely clean. There's not a hair on his body, whereas now Hoodie J's running this sort of horrendous beard/goatee. Wife is not impressed.
Well, I think we should say, first of all, the reason why we're doing this is for the goat. So we've got the vote for the goat going on at the moment. And as part of that, we said, well, how can we support that?
Yes.
And it's by the three of us growing sick goatees. And then over the course of the 2-week countdown, the audience will get to vote for which of us has got the sickest goat. And whoever has got the sickest goat has to keep it for the rest of their lives. So that's
I don't know about this
pretty
bit.
big competition.
Yeah, it's pretty significant.
At the moment, we're still at the stubbly stage.
Yes.
And it's not quite.
you're a
You
little
started
more
a bit late. I'm going pretty good. Keysie's sort of a bit of a shambles over there. But look, the point is, a goatee, as far as we're concerned, it's like, I think the 90s was the last time it was in. I had a goatee. So. It's not a good look.
It's not.
Looking back at the photos, it's not like, I should do that again.
I mean, goatees do look good on certain people, though. Certain people suit them.
Not you, Keyzie.
I know, certainly not me. Certainly not any of us. And hang on, just quickly.
Yes.
The way we're doing it is we're growing our facial hair out, and then Sunday, ahead of my stand-up, we're all shaving goatees, and then we all meet up at the theatre there, and we've all got our goatees. That's how it's going to work.
What's really confusing me about your goatee, your scenario at the moment, Keyzie, is you've got a full moustache, and some quite hairy chin action, but the sides aren't the same length, so it really is an abomination.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting. What's disturbing me about yours is that you've got the shortest amount out of everyone, but the amount of guts aching you do, it's like you've got a full beard. It's like he's like 2 days without shaving, and he's going on about it.
I think you'll find it's 4 days without shaving,
is it?
And my absolute capacity, generally speaking, is 3.
Yeah,
it's
right.
as long as I can go, so I'm not liking it. I look
good,
like a bum. I look like a bum.
But is there, you say that there are people that look good with a goatee. I disagree. But I'd like to take suggestions on 3483 about who potentially looks good with a goatee.
I mean, we did send through to the group chat today a photo of Steven Seagal.
Yeah, but Steven Seagal hasn't looked good since 1987.
Looks good with a goatee, though.
When he didn't have a goatee.
Who looks good with a Roger Randall from the Chiefs in the early 2000s winger?
God.
I don't know if you can use him as a
Oh, God, really?
reference.
Well, text us 3483 who looks good in a goatee that you can think of. No one that comes to mind for me.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed. News there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 15 minutes past 4 o'clock. We're discussing, because we're all growing goatees in the studio here to support the GOAT this year, who actually looks good with a goatee on 3483. We've been inundated with suggestions, fellas.
That's right. And just quickly before I read these, don't forget the GOAT starts Monday. You can still vote for your greatest song of all time.
I'm pumped about it this year, man.
so
I'll
am
tell
I,
you
mate.
what.
Text GOAT to 3483, and it's all thanks to our mates at machineryhouse.co.nz. The Rock has a great goatee.
But does he always have a goatee?
Dwayne Johnson,
It's sort of got, he doesn't always. It's like, if you grow up for a little while or a role, I'm not sure that counts. You got to live with it, man.
Yeah, and I don't know that, massively muscle-bound men necessarily suit goatees. Sean Connery.
Sean Connery,
I can
back in
go
the day.
Sean Connery.
But then again, he used to have a full beard.
Yes.
He went without. He looked good with it, but he didn't like it enough to keep it.
No.
What about the Stone Cold Steve Austin, you wounders?
100%. I'd agree with that.
One of the great
I'd
all-time
agree with
great
that because I think
goatees.
it's a certain type of person.
Steve Austin,
as well.
$6 million man, or
No,
Steve Austin?
he's a wrestler.
Oh,
Stone
yeah,
Cold.
I thought
He
so.
smashes beers.
Oh, okay,
and,
yeah,
he's,
he's
a,
a
he's a
legend.
legend. He's a legend.
Does he smoke durries?
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
I reckon
love
he
him.
probably would, actually.
Yeah.
This one...
Does he take coke?
Oh, I'd say so.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Is he into steroids?
Oh, I'd say so.
Yeah, I like this
Yeah,
guy.
big time, yeah.
This one here says, "Hi, my husband looks good in a goatee. He even got married with it. He might look better in a goatee, but I don't think he looks good in a goatee."
Well, just on that front, Mogi, can I put the question out there too on 3483 from the female perspective? Their thoughts on goatees, and having to deal with them.
There are quite a few ones that make me think, oh, okay, maybe I can do this. For example, Joseph Parker,
Nah.
Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man, Tony Stark.
Tony Stark, yeah, pretty good. But then, Robert Downey Jr.'s got a good place to start because he's good looking.
Johnny Depp,
Good looking.
Chris Cornell.
Good looking.
R.I.P.
Great looking.
Yeah, really good looking.
What about Bam Margera
Bam Margera from Jackass?
from Jackass now? Bam Margera now.
Oh, he's not good looking
The
now.
blown out.
No, he's-
blown out drug addict.
Actually, just
version.
on that, have you ever, you like that sort of stuff you were talking about on the podcast outro? Have you ever gone on YouTube and watched what he's been up to lately?
I actually have
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
been watching what he's been up to
It's
lately
crazy,
over
yeah.
the weekend, I think, yeah. Things are going good.
Yeah, sounds it, man. Sounds it. We'll keep those texts coming on 3483. And I would like the female perspective on that too, as well, for all the ladies out there listening to the show.
And can I just say, straight off the bat, that I don't think goatees are a good idea. Like, straight off the
Oh, no,
bat,
it's terrible.
I just think it's just not a go.
Are we?
It's pure comedy as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It is the purest form. And I cannot wait for Keyzie to do a stand-up debut with a full-blown goat.
Yes, neither can I. It's going to be fantastic. But are we encouraging the audience to also grow goatees for
I
the
think
goat?
so as
Yeah,
well.
I think so,
I'd like
definitely.
to see people grow a goatee, tag us in it, and I think we'll be able to give them a prize at the end of
Probably
the old goat there,
Backbone shirt or something
For
like that.
best goat.
Backbone.
Yeah,
Best
best
goatee.
goat. Yeah. So 3483, get the text coming in. Once again, thanks Machinery House for the goat.
Yeah, good on you, mate. There's Jimmy Eat World.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
It's time to wage against the machine.
Yeah, good times. Steve, you mad bastard. You've been waiting for about 4.5 hours. How's life?
Not too bad, you guys?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good. Now, tell me, Steve, we've been talking goatees in the show. Are you running a goatee at the moment?
Not at the moment, but I might have to.
Yeah,
You sound like the kind of bloke that would have run a goatee in his day in the 90s. Are you running a goatee?
No, it gets a bit itchy.
Does
Yeah,
That's
Steve.
the hard part. It's only
Get that first bit going, you know.
That's right. It's only the real tough backbones that it can actually get there with a goatee.
Well,
mate.
it's like I've talked about previously when you shave your pubes.
Oh,
You know,
Totally.
that gets pretty itchy
Yeah,
too.
it's a
Steve.
bit
I mean,
like
I'm not
coming
saying
back.
I'm not saying that you've done that, Steve, but heinous. Now, you understand how the game goes, don't you?
No.
Okay, Keyzie, away you go.
All right, Steve, how the game works, mate, is you call us on 0800 Hodaki.
he's done that bit.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
done that
yeah,
bit.
yeah, okay, yeah.
You tell Pugs your name. He's done that.
Oh, he's done that.
You wait for 4 hours while Guns N' Roses plays. He's done that.
At an ad break. So how it's going to work, mate, is we're going to chuck you in the machine. You're going to hear the machine start counting hours, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. You need to say stop at a certain point before the machine sacks your ass and you get nothing. But for every hour that you stay in that machine, you will get paid the hourly wage, which, by the way, today, and it's a massive one, $80.
$80, mate. Not bad,
Oh, my
Steve.
God.
Not
That's
bad.
good coin, boy.
Oh,
Are you a betting man, Steve?
absolutely.
Okay, mate.
All right,
Well, can I just give you some advice before you jump into the machine?
Certainly.
Hold firm, mate.
Oh,
hey,
Hold firm.
I don't
Well,
know.
but not too
Hey,
firm.
no,
But
that's enough. Let's just leave it
that's-
there.
Yeah,
Let's leave it
okay.
there.
You ready, Steve?
I am.
Let's do it, mate.
Welcome to the machine.
1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours,
6 hours.
Snuck a 6 in there. Snuck a 6.
480
Oh,
bucks.
that was
Not
good.
bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, boy.
480 bucks.
Tell you what, man.
Woohoo!
That's good coin.
It's good eating.
That's good
Sorry,
coin.
good coin.
She's a nice wedge.
It is. Steve, how far would 480 bucks go and why wetter where you're from, mate?
Oh, mate, go everywhere.
Jesus.
You're going to, I tell you what you do, man, and this is a little secret, all right? This is what you do. Tomorrow you're going to work, you look your boss in the eye and you tell him to stick it where the sun don't shine because you are rich.
Absolutely.
Hey, incidentally, Steve, we didn't ask. What do you do for a crust, mate?
I'm a truck driver.
Ah, backbone! Good on you, mate.
Now, before we let you go, Steve, let's just have a quick listen, mate, and see how much you could have won if you'd stayed in there longer.
7
Look at
hours,
that.
8 hours, 9 hours,
Far out.
Woo.
10 hours,
Oh,
Wow. That's the highest we've ever had, I
I
think.
it
think
is.
so, yeah,
But
yeah.
I tell you what, man, you take 480.
Yeah, totally.
that's all good, bro.
Yeah, good on you, man.
Bloody oath.
Well, I tell you what, Steve, you stay on the line. Our good mate Pugs in Studio B will sort you out. You enjoy that little wedge of cash, mate.
Cheers, gentlemen. Have a good evening.
Same
Oh,
with you, mate.
you too, man.
Just imagine Steve from Wairera down at the local pub.
Yeah, I was.
480 cash in his hand. He's sitting at the Queen of the Knoll and the bastard's got a goatee. Cha-ching.
Backbone.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yeah,
That's how
Rage
you
It's a
do it.
Machine there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 8 minutes past 5 o'clock now. We've got a big comedy gig coming up. Keyzie making a stand-up comedy debut at the Sky City Theatre on Sunday as part of the New Zealand International Comedy Festival, and he is fizzing.
How you going with your set, man? Because you know it's really important, obviously, to write it. You're probably going to do between 5 and 10 minutes, I'd imagine. Not huge.
Well, closer to 5, yeah.
Yeah, well, you want to do at least 5. I'd hope.
We told them 15.
Yeah,
Right.
But then, how are you going with practicing it? Because it's an interesting thing. You have to write it. You don't want the first time that you ever do it to be on the night. So
Right.
you're doing it in front of your
Nah.
wife, or you've got some friends that you trust
Well,
that are giving you feedback. I mean, we're doing it for you as much as we can. But
Yeah, I mean, you could run it past Mogi and I
you've been
first.
doing it a joke at a time.
Yeah.
But the set.
Nah, well, look, to be honest,
each joke connects to each other. The vital connection, Jace.
Absolutely. That's
You've got to
where-
rearrange the jokes. Maybe it's better in this order.
It's like the interconnectivity
Oh,
of
yeah.
the gags.
It's a living, breathing thing, Keyzie.
What people love, Keyzie, say you make a bit of a joke in your first gag of the night, right?
Yeah.
And then somehow cleverly you tie that into your
Oh,
final
a
gag.
callback.
Yeah, callback
Ah, I
there.
hadn't
Mate,
thought of
they
that.
love that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
well, to be honest, the whole set's looking good. It's just, I remember you saying that first laugh is vital.
Yes.
And so the opening laugh is the one I'm struggling with.
Yeah.
So
And you'll continue to do so.
What have you got? What do you got?
Okay,
Because we
do you
went
want me
through
to-
a few last week.
Okay, well, I've got another one here. Let me just get the simulated.
And some of these have been really good, Jason. They've been close, but just not quite.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You know, but
Getting it
I'm
over the
trying
line.
to picture it though as well, because what you got to remember is there's going to be the buzz from the crowd. There's going to be those bright lights, which are incredibly hot as well.
Massively hot.
Keyzie's going to be wearing his Warriors jersey. He's going to have a goatee.
Massively hot. You're actually correct on that. I am going to wear a Warriors jersey.
Can I just reiterate too, Moki, the sheer capacity of the venue you're in? It is massive.
The
All right, well, hang on.
expectation. So
So-
let's say you wander out there.
So I'm walking out. The crowd's listening now.
Suddenly,
A depraved sicko. No, it's just
a
me walking
depraved
out.
sicko with a goatee brandishing half
Don't
a
say half a
mongrel.
mongrel. No. So I'm just going to walk out and be like, oh, g'day, everyone. Good evening. Oh, bless you. Getting around at the moment, isn't it? Anyway, my name's Keyzie, and this is my stand-up debut. And has anyone ever noticed that when you're watching the news, they always start by saying, oh, good evening, and then they proceed to say a whole lot of bad stuff? Like they should come out and say bad evening.
That's the best one yet.
That's all good?
That's the best. Well, it's not all good. It's the best one
That's
yet.
the best one you've done of the
Right,
the three I think you've given us
And
so
then will you
far.
follow up? You've got to follow up with it. Will you do a whole bit on
On
the
bad
news.
news.
or you just
Yeah,
have
yeah.
that joke and then switch?
Oh, it was just
onto
while
another
everyone was
joke?
cracking up at that, I'd sort of pivot away from that and
Oh,
then
yeah.
get stuck
Oh,
into
right.
my set. But if you do want to come and watch, it's called The Best Comedy Show on Earth, Sky City Theatre, May 14th, which is this Sunday, comedyshow.co.nz for tickets.
Just on that front, we've got a double pass to give away. Jeremy, you mad bastard, how's life?
Oh, life is pretty mad bastard. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You ever done stand-up comedy, Jeremy?
No, I can't say I have it.
Okay, give it a go, mate. Give it a go. Well, I tell you what, you're going to see Keyzie's debut because you won yourself a double pass. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Good on you, mate.
Not really, actually. But
Stick around and get a photo with Keyzie afterwards so that you can get a photo with one of the worst goatees of all time.
Yeah, except for obviously your two goatees.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, I'll see you on Sunday, mate. You'll be the one laughing your ass off, all right?
okay, thanks a lot, boys.
Good on you,
No
mate.
worries,
Hey,
mate.
coming up next, Jason Paris, CEO of 1NZ.
Beauty. Bit of Warriors chat.
Bit of Warriors chat for you.
Bit of controversy.
Yeah, good stuff.
Called the refs cheats. We're going to find out what he really means.
Yeah. I'm going to hoe into him.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Talking heads there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. And as you know, if you listen to the show, we're all huge Warriors fans
Especially me.
here. Well, I don't know about that.
Well, I
Keyzie, I
don't-
reckon Mogi and I are pretty keen on the Warriors.
Well, do you
Mate, we've
ever-
been following the Warriors since before you were born, Keyzie.
Right,
All
just because I was born
Okay,
several
so
years before the Warriors.
Since before you were born.
Do you have
Yeah,
a
totally,
Warriors
mate.
podcast?
We're not the sort of bandwagon kind of
Yeah,
dudes.
exactly.
We've been there from day dot,
Jace, name your favourite Warrior that's not called Sean Johnson.
mate. Tohu Harris.
Yeah, good answer.
Hey,
Um,
Keyzie, where'd you get that Warriors jersey you're wearing?
You gave it to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, good bastards.
Now, listen, just on that front, the Warriors have been in great form this year. They're showing some real mettle, and there's been a bit of controversy, I think it's fair to say. Comments made by the CEO of 1NZ, of course, sponsors of the Vodafone Warriors, the 1NZ Warriors, my bad. And it's the one and only Jason Paris, who joins us on the show right now. Jason, how's life, mate?
Hey, mate, well, pretty interesting. 24, 48 hours, to be honest.
Yeah, I
You're
can
just thinking
imagine.
you're thinking to yourself, you'll make a little tweet there on Twitter, just a little comment there, and it'll go underneath the radar, but of course it's blown up on both sides of the Tasman,
I
and now
hadn't
you
even
find
had a
yourself
beer.
defending yourself.
Right, so he hadn't even drunk
Yeah,
anything,
yeah,
right?
no, there was no beersies included. But this is the thing, Jason, isn't it? Sometimes you make some, well, I guess semi-controversial comments, and then the Chinese whispers start, and then everything sort of gets lost in translation, and no one quite knows what you're saying. But what are you saying?
Yeah, look, my comment in the game was a super fan in the heat of the moment, and I definitely don't want to call the refs cheats. They turn out to do their best job, without a doubt. But man, I am frustrated with the consistent inconsistencies against our Warriors. You know, week after week, for whatever reason, the refs call against us, and we just need a fair suck of the serve. You know,
All
just
I want is a fair suck of the serve. That's all I've ever asked for when it comes to this team, and week in, week out. You're not allowed to say this, Jason, because you're the sponsor of the 1NZ Warriors, but they are cheating, dirty, low-down Aussie bastards. And they always have been. And that's the thing at the end of the day, man. You can't breathe the Aussie out of these bastards, can you? And that's the issue. And it's been week in, week out. There was the issue over the weekend where Tohu Harris gets smashed in the face. It's clear for all to see. Nothing happens.
Not even a penalty.
If it would have been us, he would have been in the bin. You got SJ a couple of weeks ago against the Storm, getting penalised when we're up 18-6, dropout, which is 1 metre over the line. As a result, the Storm get a try just before half-time and they're back in the game. It is these sorts of things, like that dropout penalty has never happened in the history of the game, yet it happens to the Warriors.
Mate, you and I need to start our own therapy group, because I've got the same list of issues that you do. And, man, look, all we are looking for is consistency, right? So if there's a shoulder...
Well, there is consistency. We're getting consistently shafted.
Yeah, that's how it feels. That's what it feels like. And so, like, well, I've said to the NRL, like, there's lots of commentary. You know, I play my best game from the sideline, clearly. You know, on Twitter, etc. Just use the facts. Like, get the video footage of the last 3 games, the last 3 years. I don't think it'll matter how far you go back, and compare it to the calls we get versus other teams. And I think the video footage will prove that we are hard done by. More often than not, and look, we make mistakes. We haven't played our perfect game yet. You know, we're getting better. I'm really proud of them, how we're standing up this year, and especially on defence, and we're starting to get our attack together. But you know, it's like when you miss out one of those penalties, or one of those penalties goes against you. It's a massive momentum shift.
Absolutely. Once again, we're talking to Jason Paris, CEO of 1NZ. I'm really pleased that you did this, Jason, because going on Twitter after a Warriors loss because of the refs is like, it's therapy for a lot of people in New Zealand. It's what we do. And in fact, it's one of my favourite times to be on Twitter. I got excited because I was reading an article about the whole situation, and the quote said, "The NRL is aware of these comments and will be reviewing them closely." I was excited because it was like, oh, they're going to review the calls. But no, they're going to review the comments instead of going back and looking at the tape, right? What the hell's that about?
Yeah, I haven't heard from the NRL yet, but I hope it's more like, I hope they take the opportunity to do exactly what you've said, and look at this as a maybe unfortunate, passionate comment in the heat of the moment, but
oh no, Jason, I don't. No, I think you should get fined the absolute maximum.
yeah,
I think you should go hard, mate. Just explain it to the board. Explain it to the board.
You know, and actually address all you sookie bubbers here.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
With the trembling sookie bubber bottom lip. Now listen up. Backbone! That's what I want to find. Backbone. And seriously, Jason, with the greatest of respect, sometimes when you have that perception that something is happening against your team, you can fall into a trap of seeing every call as reinforcing this perception that you have that this is always happening to your team. Do you understand what I mean?
Well, I do. I don't agree with you in this case, though.
Jason, let me follow up Jason's question with a question for Jason. Jason, how many games of Warriors have you watched this year?
Oh,
right.
Bullshit. All of them. Hey, no, but Jason, it is great that you're such a passionate fan. We are all are passionate fans here on the Warriors. So.
Just quickly, Jace, before you go, mate, can I just say, as a fan, I'm a Punisher. I've got a Warriors podcast myself. Watch every single game. If I was to tweet that stuff, nothing would happen. No one would look at it. You tweeted it as the CEO of the named sponsor of the Warriors, which means people are looking now. Maybe they'll pay attention. So I'd like to say thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate the support. And
good on you,
go
mate.
the Wars.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think each week we'll get you back on the show, mate, and we can talk about all the goddamn cheating that's going on.
Thanks for having me.
Good on you, Jason. Man. Thanks for taking the time. We really appreciate it. Let's have a bit of Pearl Jam, shall we, boys?
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
It's Radio Hodaki and Henry's Trade Your Way to Vegas.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Yeah, trade your way to Vegas, eh? I wouldn't mind going on that trip, actually.
What's
That'd be
Vegas?
Bloody good. Was it 5 days?
5 days Vegas, 2 days
in
LA,
LA,
and you get 2 tickets for you and a mate to go and see the first ever Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
I thought it was Grand. You told me it was Grand Prix.
It's Grand Prix, Keyzie. Come on, mate.
Okay, Grand Prix.
But it's a hell of a prize. So let's start off with Joe, you mad bastard. How's life?
Oh, hoity James. Good, mate. How about yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good. What do you do for a crust, Joe?
I'm a sales rep.
Backbone. So what are you going to trade us there, Joe? What's the trade?
Some time ago, it was one of the first concerts I ever went to. It was Paramore, and I caught the bassist's pick.
Oh, my God. Did you put it in the bin?
No. Straight in the pocket.
Yeah.
Throughout the concert. Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy. That's good trade.
Do you know what I'm noticing here, fellas? We're getting a lot of music paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Paramore paraphernalia in this case.
You know what I mean? Which, given that we're a rock station, it's fair enough, and people are into that. All right, what do we say about Joe?
Well, Joe, how much do you reckon that pick from the bassist of Paramore is worth?
Oh, there's no way you could put a figure on that, Keyzie.
No way.
Well, again, whatever
zero?
anyone's willing to pay,
Yeah, exactly.
which would probably be nothing, probably. But I tell you what, we'll fire you across. We'll fire you across, Joe, to Pugs to sort out. Lisa from the Hawke's Bay, how's life?
Yeah, good thing.
That's good.
You're talking into the phone there, mate?
Yeah, do you want to take it off speakerphone?
There she goes.
Yeah, sounding good, Lisa. What do you do for a crust, Lisa?
I'm an IT.
Oh, backbone!
I thought you
said you're a 90.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Can't be a 90.
No, now, Lisa, that'd be a pretty good trip to win, huh?
Oh, definitely.
What are you prepared to trade for it?
Well, I reckon my 50 Shades of Grey, feminine, I won't say the word because it might offend people, but my feminine toy.
Oh, Dilly.
Just needs a new charger. She'll be all right.
Oh, beauty.
Okay.
So you've fried the charger on it, man.
So is it one times Dilly as new, no charger?
Low KMs. One careful female
I
only.
might have plugged the wrong charger into it and blew it up.
Okay, so we're talking chargers, not batteries here, Lisa.
Yeah, exactly. It's
the charger.
rechargeable.
Now, has it got does it need an extension lead, or is it battery operated once I charge it up?
No, it's self-charger, USB charge.
Oh, self-charging, so it sort of goes off.
Right, okay, yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Fair itself.
Yeah, fair itself. How true, Mogi.
That's
How
so
true,
true.
mate. Live in colour there on the radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. And exciting times. We've got Joe and Nick from the band Ekko Park. Fellas, how you going?
Kia ora, guys. How are we?
Good, thanks,
Bloody
mate.
good, yeah.
Not too bad for a Monday, actually.
Yeah.
How about yourself? Are you shaped up all right in your
Fabulous.
Did you have gigs over the weekend?
No, not this weekend. Last weekend, I don't know what happened. Weekend off, but weekend before, probably just drying out from that.
Yeah, was it? Is it like that every time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It is during Music Month. It tends to get a bit loose during Music Month.
Yeah.
Wild times.
Do you find yourselves in a sort of Keyzie situation where you're basically just topping up all the time?
Yeah, pretty
you know
much.
what I mean? You never land the plane kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, we topped up before we came here.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Yeah. That's definitely a Keyzie situation then.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing.
We kind of had to get on your guys' level.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very important.
Yeah, well, we had a broadcast at a pub, didn't we, on Thursday night? Keyzie had 10 beers and 5 shots.
You've got no idea.
Unbelievable.
Seriously, though, on that front, though, as when you're live, do you have certain rules for you guys? Only X amount of beersies and so forth, or you just go whatever, just do whatever you want?
You still got to enjoy yourself, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
totally.
I think we find a good balance.
Yes.
Because balance is important.
Yes.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah.
Totally.
Can you tell us about a time where you didn't achieve that balance and perhaps you lost your balance?
Yeah. I think it was the last time we did nights with Chris Keyzie. Actually.
Is that right?
Yeah. He has that kind of influence on people. Hey, fellas, but exciting news. A new single out. Tell us. We just listened to it before. Sounds bloody good. Tell us all about it. Yeah, sounds real good.
It's first single of the year and the first of an upcoming EP, Nick?
4 tracks. This song's called Outrun the Rain. We recorded it last year. It's our first song with our guitarist Jesse, who joined the band about 18 months ago.
Yeah.
We've been playing at a few gigs and we're loving it. So we thought we'd throw it to you guys and get you to play it.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it.
Well, when you do play a brand new tune to gigs, it hasn't played on the radio, hasn't been released or anything, you say, hey, this is a new tune, let us know what you think. Do you sort of gauge that vibe and then decide which ones to release as singles? Is that how you do it?
Actually, go before that. We tend to play some songs live before we've even recorded them, so
Right.
they find what they're supposed to be before we record
Oh,
them.
then you get in there and capture that.
Yeah, sort of feel if you're losing people, you go, it doesn't need verse 2, we should cut that out. A couple of people were asleep after 2 minutes. So we should,
And time's money in the studio, man. So if you've already played them, it's like, not here to...
Are you guys prepared for the fact we were talking about this a little bit off air? Now that you're on the big show, it's going to be broadcast live. Your lives are going to change a little bit. You're going to,
so.
it's going to sort of launch you into another level of stardom.
Stratosphere.
Are you guys? I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Are you emotionally prepared for that?
As emotionally prepared as we can be, I think.
Right. Okay.
We might need you guys to sort of come with us. Mentors, you're definitely. We've looked up to you guys.
Well, we're only a phone call away. I recommend.
totally.
What we sort of find is that any bands that come in here, they generally have to start working on their self-defense. So we recommend jiu-jitsu, stun guns, or pepper spray. I
was going to say pepper spray
because people are going to be all over you.
Yeah, fantastic.
I'll tell you what. Should we listen to it, fellas?
Let's do it.
Here we go, Ekko Park. Outrun the rain!
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Ekko Park there. New one there. Outrun the rain. How did it sound, boys? Do you like it? Sounds good.
Feels good on the radio.
Nice.
Good tempo. Good tempo.
Good feedback on the text machine on 34832, by the way.
I saw you dance a little bit there,
Yeah,
Keyzie.
mate, I like to cut some shapes when I listen to new music, for
You
sure.
guys are probably going to have to move any future gigs to Vector.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
It hasn't been called Vector in 12 years, I don't think.
No, but
yeah.
that's
We'll go back in time.
Yeah, I think so. What is it now?
I'd probably go Eden Park. It's called Spark Arena now.
Oh, yes, Spark Arena. Yeah.
Now, I understand too, fellas, you've got some live shows coming up, so people can go and watch that sort of stuff live.
Exactly.
That sort of
We are not
shenanigans.
playing the Spark Arena or
Spark
the Eden
Arena?
of Parks just yet, but we are playing last place in Hamilton.
Friday the 12th.
I'll be honest with you, never heard of it.
Yeah.
No, it's all right.
First time playing there as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And where else, Nick?
And we're playing at Galatos's on Saturday.
Beautiful.
Joe's birthday.
Joe's birthday, Saturday the 13th.
13.
Yeah. Happy
Good
birthday
stuff.
to me.
Excellent.
And you've got some more singles EP coming out later in the year.
We do.
Yeah, this is single one of 4 that we have planned for this year. So, yeah.
And
What
there'll
do
be
you
more
think?
gigs.
Which of the 4 do you think is going to be the most kick-ass? Do you guys have different favourites within the
No,
band?
this is the first time we've ever had a recording, I think, where everybody in the band's gone, we've got one favourite song on this. And
Beauty.
it'll be track 3, but we're all pretty agreed that it's probably the best Ekko song we've ever recorded.
Oh, yeah, boys. Eyes to the front, Keyzie. Eyes to the front. God, he's shocking. Sorry,
Excuse me, I was actually looking at my notepad to ask questions.
Okay, so you fool nobody. What is it? What is it on your notepad?
there,
Always a
Keyzie.
pro. Always a pro.
So hang on. The question is, Nick, I played golf recently.
Yes.
And you were also playing golf.
You were there.
And I shanked a ball over onto his fairway that they were playing on, and then I had to hit another ball with all of them watching.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's like a situation where you've clearly had an absolute
Yeah,
shocker.
it really caused some pace of play issues, didn't it?
Massively.
Yeah.
Fortunately, did a good shot to get out of there, but
It was actually, Keyzie said this was the shot of my life, and it was pretty bloody good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is one that he shot from out of bounds.
yeah, massively out of
And then I,
bounds.
proceeded to chunk my chip, and we had a great sort of period of time together.
Excellent.
Is that a euphemism, or do you actually chunk your
Chunk
chip?
my
Yeah,
chip.
it just depends on the day.
Hey, Joe and Nick, thanks for coming into the
Thank you,
studio,
guys,
fellas.
as always.
Congratulations on the new single. Sounds
Thank you,
good.
guys.
Looking forward to those other ones coming out this year, and good luck with the live gigs.
Actually, that's right. If you want to find that single, it came out Friday. It's called Outrun the Rain by Ekko Park. And then you guys
Beautiful.
are performing this weekend again. Where is it? Galatos. And
Galatos on Saturday, Hamilton, the last place on Friday.
Beautiful.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
There you go, the Rolling Stones to round off the hour. As always, at this time of the day, New Zealand, what's for tea? 3483, let us know. I'm pretty peckish, actually.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone that texts through, don't forget you do go on the draw to win BK vouchers. This week we're giving away BK Big King XL vouchers.
So good. We had them on Friday afternoon, didn't we, Keyzie?
Certainly
we
did.
smashed them
I had
down.
5.
Did you have 5 of the
Oh,
bars?
yeah.
Actually, because they went out to get another one and they were all gone. I was like, what the hell's happened there?
They were all bloody devoured. That's because they are just like the classic Big Burger, but they're bigger, beefier, flame grilled, and loaded with more secret sauce.
So good. All that after 6.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah, welcome back, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Monday evening. We're talking food as we always do. Just enjoyed watching Mogi eat his little pottle of overnight soaked oats with, I don't know, some sort of yogurt maybe sort of action going on there.
Pretty bloody good, man. It was a new recipe I picked up. A little bit of the 180 grams of the old Greek yogurt there, an apple, some cinnamon.
How do you measure 180 grams of yogurt?
Well, it's a weight, isn't it? So
probably with scales, Jason.
Initially scales, then you work it out, but it's 4 big dessert spoons. Douche. Yeah. Bloody yum it was. Really, really yum. I'm stoked with that. I'm finally working out this bloody diet, so I'm not eating goddamn celery sticks all day.
That's dinner.
No, that was just a. Well, I don't want to call it a snack, but it was just some mid-afternoon food.
Yeah, right.
Okay. What are you running with today, Keyzie, for dinner? Do you know?
Today for dinner we're having. My wife is making burgers.
I think we're having burgers too.
Chicken?
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, I think we've got the same meal.
With a slaw?
Yeah. We're both on the same food bag situation.
God.
Yeah, we have.
What an embarrassment.
So
Hey,
good.
what are the people saying on 3483? What's for Team New Zealand?
That's right. Don't forget, 3483, every text that comes through goes in the draw to win a BK Big King XL voucher. So good. Hey, guys, it's Monday. You know what that means. Meatball Monday.
Oh. Is there anything that starts with the M Monday? Mayonnaise Monday, macaroni Monday.
We used to do mandatory Monday when I was flatting.
You got to have a Monday.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. So, well, no, it was like it was mandatory to get steamed. A lot more text on 3483 though, so that's good. Hey guys, wife's just got out the casserole dish. Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Well, it's a bit late to be doing a casserole, I would have thought.
That's from Trev.
I mean, if she's only just getting it out now, I mean, it's going to be 9:10 before you have your dinner.
But he didn't say that it was empty.
Oh, right, okay.
So, I mean, Trev probably just couldn't be bothered texting in.
Hey, listen, keep those texts coming on. 3483.
Excuse me, I've got another one here ready to go.
Quickly.
Hey, guys, having a pie for dinner. Cheers. That's from Bob.
You can't. No.
3483, keep those texts coming in. We'll be dishing out vouchers.
Yeah, good stuff. He's back.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Metallica there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. But right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue.
People love hearing that in the car on the way home, I've heard. A real favourite.
Listen, Jace is still going.
He's still going, isn't he? Last night I must have watched something the night before, but I watched John Mulaney's stand-up comedy. Mm-hmm. He is a sort of a clean-cut American type person. He's on Netflix. They're all on Netflix, the stand-ups, aren't they? And maybe he was on Saturday Night Live for ages.
Oh, okay, I'll Google him. John Mulaney. And then he ended up, he was a massive cocaine addict and had an intervention. Went off to rehab. Oh, that's it.
His marriage fell apart.
That's right. He's rebranded.
So this is his special talking about that.
Yes.
But it's quite interesting because I was never really a fan of his. I don't know. I don't think I've watched any of them. But it's like that. It's like that alt comedy. It's not to me. It's a weird kind of a stand-up. It's just somebody getting up there telling a really long story.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like the traditional kind of stand-up that I like. It's that alt comedy sort of thing. So it feels like more of a one-man show than
what
stand-up.
was it? Can I ask the question? Was that about his addiction and so forth?
It was no sort of great depth to it.
No.
Always, on the surface with the humour and so forth. But, and not,
Yeah.
I didn't quite get to the end. Didn't quite,
Well,
but I will finish it. But it was an hour 20.
Yeah, that's
an hour 20
ages.
of stand-up.
God.
So I think I got 20.
Can you imagine an hour 20 of Keyzie?
Anyway, I do like those yarns. I like the yarns about people who lose control of their lives on drugs. That's why I love autobiographies about rock stars and all that sort of thing. So he was massively on the coke. Massively. So I was telling those yarns, which I do love.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that too, actually.
What, getting massively on the coke?
No, just, those sort of stories.
Oh, they're the best.
Just
Because I don't have the bravery to go to the depths of addiction like those people do.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? It's like, I couldn't do that. But they're like, just throw my life away.
I don't know that it's a choice.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's a point where you think to yourself, I think this is getting out of control. And then you either stop or You go,
You don't.
God, I've got so much money in cocaine.
I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
I watched Love and Death, Jesse Plemons, which I told you about. It's very good.
Yes.
What's
very,
that on?
very good. That's on
Netflix.
Neon,
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, continued on my journey with Succession.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Ooh, new episode tonight.
Yeah, indeed. And enjoying it as always.
Now, where are you up to? What episode? Because I said to you, episode 3's not that good. You watched it and you went, oh, you liar.
5.
And then and I said the same thing about 4. What did you think about 4?
Pretty good.
Yeah. 5?
Pretty good.
5 I really liked.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
5.
It's just a great show.
It is a great show.
Keyzie, sorry, mate, we haven't got time for what you
Well,
watched.
just quickly, I actually watched something really good.
Go on.
Because we've got a sea-themed party. We've decided what costumes we're going to go as. So we watched Castaway again on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Hadn't watched Castaway in years. Still a bloody good movie.
Do you know what? I've got to go back and watch Tom Hanks movies. I've always had a loathing for him.
Really? Tom Hanks?
He's
He's beloved.
He's a dullard. He's an everyman, and he bores me. You know, I'd rather have a Brad Pitt any day of the week.
Brad Pitt
but at
couldn't
the
do-
same time, I know that he does make good films.
Yeah, Castaway's great. I hadn't watched it in so long. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I
Really
think I
good.
started watching that, and it felt like an ad for FedEx. Would that be right?
Yeah, the start of it is.
Yeah. So I think I turned it off. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Right,
mate.
yeah,
There you
okay.
go.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Jihad there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. Now listen, the New Zealand International Comedy Festival, of course, very close now. Keyzie's big debut on Sunday. He's been losing sleep over it, I understand.
I have.
Can't sleep at night, been backing out the steamers every night.
Well, I didn't
just
say that.
because of the anxiety and so forth. And
Right.
we're all going to be there with all our best gears on, Keyzie, for your big debut.
That's right. If you want to come along to the debut as well, it is because apparently this show, it's called the Best Comedy Festival, the Best Comedy Show on Earth. Sorry, brought to you by Best Foods Mayo. Yada yada yada. Apparently, it's one of the highlight shows of the entire festival.
Yeah.
So it's like a big compilation show they've put together to display the talent and stuff. You guys somehow had me added to that.
Yeah. Contacts, Keyzie. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I'd rather you didn't do it.
No, but the thing about Liz, Jace, you and I have spoken about this off here. I don't know why Keyzie's so down on himself. He's got so much talent.
Totally, man.
So, and you've just got to get out there and have a go, Keyzie.
Oh, no, I'm
Absolutely.
You
going
don't
to.
know what you're good at until you give it a crack. And what better way to do it than with 10 full-time professional comedians from all around the world at an absolutely world-class venue that seats 1,000 people.
Totally,
What better
man.
place to learn?
Take the ball by the horns, Keyzie.
Yes.
You know, I was
Keyzie.
actually feeling quite
It's
negative.
been so long since I've seen someone puke on stage.
Yeah. I've only seen it 3 or 4 times, but I'm picking Sunday.
Sunday Chunday.
Yeah.
Going Chunda. Do you guys actually mean it, though, about me being talented?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, I can do it then. I'll be fine. I'm going to nail this thing with your guys' support. Did you know, by the way, you Pugs and Mogi and
As
you,
long as you
Jace,
believe, that, Keyzie. Yes.
yeah, and you guys do as well. So that's good. You guys are all in literally the front row,
Yes.
Yeah.
right in the middle, in the
Yeah.
front row, looking straight at me.
Yeah.
That's hugely off-putting.
No, mate. It'll be dandy.
You guys better laugh.
It'll
Well,
all
look,
be
the
good.
thing about Liz, and I think you know this, Jace isn't going to be able to stop laughing, regardless of what's happening on stage.
Mate, as soon as
From
you
the moment you walk out, he's going to be crying laughing.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
a fact.
Especially with your goatee. Especially with your goatee.
Oh, my God.
I'm already going now. Just singing about
But
it.
I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you before it. I want the first time I see your goatee to be when you walk out on stage.
Oh, well, if you would like to come along as well, the best comedy show on earth, all the tickets available from comedyfestival.co.nz.
Great stuff, mate. You'll be great, Keyzie. Don't worry, mate.
Thanks, man.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.